Well, this is definitely the longest 6-hour movie condensed into 3.5 hours I've ever seen. Let's talk about Avatar, Fire and Ash. Hey guys, AJYT Abbott here. Welcome to my review for Avatar, Fire and Ash. This is the newest film in the Avatar franchise. This is the third film from James Cameron, who just really likes giving us some visual splendor in the world of Pandora. We're following the Sully family, Jake Sully, Neytiri, the children, the humans, the water tribe, and now a fire tribe in the mix here. If you guys haven't seen the other films, and obviously if you haven't seen Avatar, Fire and Ash, then this will contain spoilers, so that is your warning. Now, I am someone that is not insane about the Avatar movies. I'm not very crazy about them. I actually like The Way of Water more than the first movie. Avatar, Fire and Ash is perhaps the most pointless movie of the year. Which I'm going to get some major flack for that. But look, Fire and Ash, it kills the time. If you're looking for fucking 3.5 hours to kill, this is your movie right here. You guys can check it out and see the visual wonders that is Pandora. And yeah, the movie is visually stunning. It is an absolute beautiful film to look at. The water, the fire, the plants, the creatures themselves, the characters, everything in this movie, the CGI, is flawless. There is nothing, no imperfections to be found here. And honestly, that's what carries the movie. That's what carries the entire film. You have some, cool cinematography. You have good performances from like Zoe Saldana, Stephen Lang as Quaritch, which is my favorite part of these movies, as well as a couple others in there. Some performances a little bit off, like Jack Champion as Spider, I didn't think was very good. But no, honestly, in general, the performances were pretty solid. I like Sigourney Weaver in the film. I like, the new Fire Tribe, the new Fire Na'vi chick that they introduced as the villain. That's in it for about maybe 15 seconds. And, I was looking forward to this movie for the Fire Tribe, okay? Fire and Ash is half of your title, okay? More than half of your title. So, what do we get with the Fire Tribe in this movie? Well, they show up, they ambush the Sully family as they're traveling on their way to deliver Spider somewhere else because they think it's too dangerous for him to live there. They get attacked by the Fire Tribe. If you're just going into this movie wanting action-packed sequences and some stunning visuals, this will probably be a fucking 10 out of 10 for you. But for someone like me that likes that stuff, for sure, and it's going to elevate my score, I also, like my dog just said as he howled just then, I want a compelling story! I want some good characters. And yeah, I like some of the characters in this movie, but there's also so fucking much of them retreading shit from the other movies with these characters. There are about 4 to 5 sequences in this movie where a character is kidnapped and held captive by a rival tribe or by the military, and Jake and the others have to fight back. It is relentless, the amount of people that get kidnapped over and over and over in this movie. There is some narration done by Jake's youngest son, because of course we lost the oldest son in Way of Water. We kind of get to see them dealing with that a little bit. Neytiri going on a bit of her own mission in this movie, which I did find to be kind of cool, but I don't know, it didn't add too much to the story when you have all this other shit going on with Spider. His breathing is failing him, his device is failing him, so they find out a way for him to actually be able to breathe the air on the planet and have him not have to wear that mask anymore, so he can fully breathe on the planet now, forever. And you have him getting kidnapped, you have Jake, and even Jake and Quaritch team up in this movie to save his son and the others from the Fire Tribe. And then there's numerous points in this movie where Jake and Quaritch are at odds with each other and fighting, and then there's other moments where they are, working together. Which I was thinking, oh, they're gonna build up, some possible redemption for him and have him work with the Sully family after he sees this Fire Tribe put his son in danger like that, but no. Fuck no. Stephen Lang is just gonna do the same shit that he's been doing in the past 2 movies, where he's the generic military guy. I mean, he's having fun doing it. He's my favorite part of the movie. But he falls in with the Fire Tribe, falls in love actually, sexually, with the Fire Tribe lady, which I mean, I'd smash. But he gets with her, and then there's nothing really more with the Fire Tribe. They don't get fleshed out. You don't get to know any of them really. The leader lady is even underdeveloped and underused in this movie. The main selling point in the movie, she was on the very first fucking poster that we got for this movie. She's all over the marketing. She's one of the biggest heads on the poster, one of the biggest selling points of this film, and she's hardly utilized. Like, why do we come to this 3.5-hour movie if you can't even find the time within that amount of runtime to give it to the person that we're here for? So that was hugely disappointing. I did my most disappointing movie list recently, and I still wouldn't add this on here because I wasn't looking forward to it, because I just kind of knew in the back of my mind, like, we're just kind of gonna get the same stuff. And that's exactly what we got. We got the same stuff in this movie that we got in the past 2 movies. Humans are bad. They're treating nature badly. They're destroying things. They're setting the forests on fire. They're killing, brutalizing whales. They literally force you to be against these people in this movie because they're brutalizing these whales. It's emotional manipulation, and I don't like it. And just like I said, the story is we're just repeating so many story beats. You have the Fire Na'vi coming in, attacking them here and there, but they never feel like a full-on main threat. They just feel like an obstacle to get to where we're trying to get to, because we got Quartridge in the way, trying to get his son back again. We've got them meeting this new tribe and trying to explore the land that they're in. They're in a place that they don't know too much about, again, because they're far from home. And then guess what? Jake, in the final act, he has to go back to the Water Tribe and also, where the Jungle Tribe are, and even the Air Tribe, and he has to rally everybody together. He has to rally the tribes together to fight the humans again. It's just so fucking repetitive. You have to have more than visuals and performances and cinematography and music and just like I don't know, just swelling points of music where, like, oh, it's really tense and everyone's, held at gunpoint and they're fighting. But oh, here comes the massive army that Jake's assembled again, like the second movie, and you have the water creatures coming up, fighting them again, taking down the boats. How many military forces and boats are they going to give Quartridge before they realize that this guy can't fucking fight them and they can't win against the Na'vi? It's ridiculous. And then in the end, you know how Quartridge has been, like, seemingly killed off in the last 2 movies, but then he manages to be brought back? At the end of this movie, he lifts Spider and Jake up, or Jake saves him and Spider from their death in this movie. And then Neytiri and the other ones show up, and they have him, their bows out, ready to kill him, because he is the reason that their eldest son is dead from the last movie. And Jake's like, hold on, because, like, he kind of sees that he's been helping him, sort of, even though, like, he was literally trying to kill Quartridge a minute ago. But now, since he helped his son, and he sees the love that he has for his son, he's like, oh, we're the monsters here, we shouldn't be killing him. But Quartridge is like, fuck off, and I'm going, and he dives down off these rocks, seemingly falls to his death, but I guarantee you he's gonna live, and he's gonna be back in the next one. Again, as the threat, the Fire Na'vi lady fucks off into the oblivion. We don't know where she's gonna go, if she's gonna come back or not. I don't know if there's any Fire Tribe left. So, look, I'm frustrated, okay? I'm not disappointed, I'm just fucking angry that 3.5 hours of my time was used on a movie that I've fucking seen before. So, I'm giving Avatar Fire and Ash a 6 out of 10. I can't give it a 5 or anything lower, because how can you, when the movie looks this good and is acted this good and has all these other properties in it, the cinematography, the music, the sound, everything going into it, how can you give it a lower score than that? I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. Maybe my score will drop. Maybe it will, but I don't know. For right now, it's staying where it is. 6 out of 10. I don't give a shit. I rate it lower than the Minecraft movie. I don't give a fuck. This movie sucks. It's not good. So, thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of Avatar Fire and Ash in the comments. Tell me how wrong I am about it. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care, and go see a movie that's not 3.5 fucking hours long. Goodbye.